We live in a time obsessed with digital numbers. Wealth is reduced to figures on screens, figures that can disappear with a policy shift or a central bank decision. Yet there is an uncomfortable reality we ignore. Ancient civilizations understood the foundations of wealth far better than we do. They recognized that money was not just symbols or paper. It represented trust, resources, and survival. And by forgetting that, we've placed ourselves in a fragile position. Consider Egypt. Not a short-lived empire, but one that endured for thousands of years. Its strength was not built purely on gold, despite the riches of its pharaohs. It was built on grain. Each year, the Nile flooded, enriching the soil and turning Egypt into the food supplier of the ancient world. Egyptian rulers knew power came from feeding people. Massive granaries held surplus harvests, guarded as carefully as modern nations guard financial reserves. In times of scarcity, those stores protected stability and reinforced the ruler's legitimacy. Wealth was concrete: food security, resilience, continuity. Compare that to modern economies where GDP may soar while citizens depend on food assistance. Egypt's wealth was simple, physical, and durable. Rome offers another lesson. Its brilliance was not conquest alone, but its monetary credibility. For generations, Roman silver coins were trusted across vast territories. Traders accepted them because the metal content was reliable. That confidence unified trade from North Africa to Britain. But eventually came the classic imperial mistake: currency debasement. Emperors diluted the silver to stretch resources further. Initially it seemed efficient. More coins meant more spending power. But confidence eroded. Prices climbed. By the 3rd century, Rome faced inflation and financial instability, forcing strict controls and heavy taxation. Replace silver coins with modern fiat currency, and the pattern feels strikingly familiar. Money only functions when trust sustains it. Long before Rome, Mesopotamia experimented with recorded credit systems. In cities like Babylon, debts were inscribed on clay tablets. Wealth could exist without metal. But they also recognized a crucial danger. Uncontrolled debt destabilizes societies. Periodic debt cancellations prevented collapse. These resets were not generosity, they were pragmatic survival measures. Today, debt burdens stretch across generations without reset mechanisms. Ancient rulers would recognize the instability immediately. Greece added another dimension. Athens thrived not only on silver mines, but on trade and diversified revenue. It understood that wealth should not rely on a single source. Yet overconfidence led to overreach. During prolonged conflict, its balance collapsed. Concentration replaced diversification, and decline followed. Then there were the Mongols. Though known for conquest, their long-term strength lay in protecting trade networks. By securing the Silk Road, they enabled commerce across continents. Wealth multiplied when goods and ideas moved freely. Secure networks created prosperity. When connectivity fails, economies weaken. Across these civilizations, one pattern repeats. Wealth is not mere numbers, it is trust, balance, and resilience. When systems supporting those pillars weaken, collapse becomes inevitable. Now examine our era. Currencies expand endlessly. Inflation erodes purchasing power. Supply chains fracture under stress. Global debt grows without structural reset. Trade routes are weaponized. Economic systems strain under inequality and concentration of power. The ancients understood that true wealth means food security, reliable energy, trusted currency, and social cohesion. Illusions of abundance cannot replace foundations of survival. History does not repeat exactly, but its echoes are clear. Every empire that confused financial illusion with real wealth eventually faced decline. The only uncertainty is whether we will recognize the warning before consequences become unavoidable. If this perspective resonated, subscribe. History still holds the blueprint. We just have to read it.